Hello, Victoria 2 enjoyers. Strategy Games T-Cell here, and welcome back to another episode of Victoria 2 A to Z, the series where I play all the interesting nations in Victoria 2 from A to Z, and we've got another great episode for you today. We're playing Hanover. Okay, so you may be wondering, why does the world look like this? It's because I turned on the Shattered World mod for GFM, and the reason I did that, the reason I made the world look like this is because we've already played Bavaria, and if we just played vanilla Hanover, then we would play Bavaria Part 2, and it wouldn't be a very interesting, and it would be kind of a bad video. So instead, I shattered the whole Earth. I made it so this video is going to take 12 hours to film, 15 hours to film, but we get to have interesting and unique gameplay as Hanover, which is, quite frankly, a blessing. So typically, Hanover starts as a puppet of the United Kingdom, but no, that's not happening now. And my goal here, I don't know, do some conquest, clean up this mess in central Germany, maybe, take revenge on the British. First things first, we're gonna suspend the Constitution and put this man in charge. This event has fired early because, of course, we're not a puppet of the United Kingdom. What the heck? The first thing Ukraine did was rescind voting rights. Ukraine, hold on a second, man. Why? Alaska, not you too. So the way this mod works is you get the lack of international code buff from Divergences of Darkness. I don't know why that's in here. And you get minus 30 infamy per moment of peace, which means that you can do a lot of conquest, and that makes this mod absolutely funny. So we're gonna go after our neighbors in northern Germany. It's gonna be a lot of like little tiny wars for little tiny pieces of territory, but eventually Hanover will grow strong. All right, first things first, I'm gonna retake the entire state of Hanover. First up, I need to take out Schaumburg-Lippe, and they will go down with my massive army. Next, we're going to declare war on Brunswick for plagiarism, because I'm pretty sure that this flag does not belong to Brunswick. I'm pretty sure this flag belongs to this other country. You see the similarities? I think Brunswick needs to be removed of that flag. I feel like in America, they ran out of countries to split it up into. You have the United States of America, okay. Republic of New Africa, okay. Manhattan Commune, okay. New England, that's fine. New American Alliance. What the heck is the New American Alliance, and why does it exist? I think that'll haunt my dreams at night. Great power now, and for my first trick, I will be attempting to spear all the nations by Prussia so they can't expand. Because I think they're my biggest contender, and maybe Bavaria too. Although, really, nobody has done as well as the Great Hanover. Look, Victoria 2 has predicted the future. The United Kingdom has turned back into England, and Wales and Scotland and also Cornwall have become independent. This is like exactly what's gonna happen in the future. Wow. Looks like Italy is going to be the first nation to reunite itself. Savoy is putting in the work. Scratch that. Poland united, and they took Silesia from me. That's mine. That will be part of the new Hanover Empire, Poland, and you will pay for your lack of judgment and your rash actions of taking my Silesia from me. The great thing about declaring war on nations with allies when you have such a great infamy reduction is that when you declare war on a person like Munster, just for my cores back, pretty simple, you can also add the war goal of conquest to their allies, like here, the Palatinate. So I'm just gonna annex the Palatinate here off of the war with Munster, and I didn't even have to justify on them. It's great. Now I look disgusting. Also, Austria, woo, that is one big Austria, if I do say so myself. Things are about to heat up here. I took out Pomerelia. I'm bordering the Prussians now. And the Prussians are a great power. They're the only other great power within Germany. So I'm going to have to do something about that. What? I'm just not sure yet. But I'll find something to do. I've chosen my course of action against the Prussians. I'm just going to take a state from them and hope that they, give up and stop being great power. That is the best way of doing this. Okay, I would have lost that war because the Prussians had a ton of troops, but the Polish invaded at the same time, so The Polish have saved me. This is a weird day for Hanover. Now we can put Prussia in my spear, and then I won't have to worry about them anymore. We are getting pretty close to having everything we need in our spear in northern Germany to protect it from other nations. There's way too many little tiny states that I haven't taken care of yet, but we're almost there. We're getting close. I knew it was just a matter of time, but Poland has come for me. I'm going to have to mobilize up all the troops. This is going to be difficult. They are the only real empire in this part of the world that's actually doing well. Russia, not so much. Just because we don't have any cores on any of our territory doesn't mean we can't beat Poland, because we can certainly beat Poland. And in exchange for that, we get all of the territory that Germany has claims on, which is kind of gross, I'm not going to lie. We have the whole exclave of Silesia, which we can now rename, which is typical of Victoria 2. That's the only events that are in this game. And yeah, we will have no standing army after this war because they all died, but it doesn't matter. We are beginning to look somewhat like Germany. Okay, so the last couple things that we're going to have to do in order to form Germany. We're going to have to assert hegemony, specifically over the Austrian Empire, because they have a lot of my stuff within their spear. Nothing like turning the entire economy over to rapidly militarize to assert hegemony over the Austrian Empire. That is the most German thing I've ever heard. Okay, so for all you Victoria 2 players out here, here's how you annex a country that's in somebody else's spear. Basically what you do, you declare war on somewhere they're allied with. In this case, I declare war on Saxe-Memmingen, and I'm trying to annex Saxony. So what you do is you add the Wargol conquest to Saxony. Costs you a ton of infamy. It's fine. And then you propose peace. You only annex Saxony. They accept it. You get free Saxony. Austria didn't even see it coming, even though Saxony was in their spear. And then you also don't get to annex the country you were trying to annex in the first place. It's fine. You got the real prize. You got Saxony. The major thing that stands between me and forming Germany right now is Denmark, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but they have my cores, so I need to do the War of Unification, Cassius Belli on them to get them back. Hopefully this goes well. You never really know, because they are in the spear of the English, which, they don't have that many troops. It should be fine. I honestly really don't think England has a navy, so after I stack wipe the Danish army here, this will be smooth sailing in every sense of the saying. Let's go. Denmark, weak. Really, never that much of an issue to beat Denmark. I'm sorry, Denmark. I did you proud in that one video, but in every other video, I will beat you up. I'm sorry. In honor of the great Otto von Bismarck from my CK3 video where I played as Otto von Bismarck, we are going to be naming the African lake Lake Bismarck. That's perfect. I wouldn't have it any other way. So Austria has encroached on my territory seriously. They own so much land in their spear, so I'm gonna have to declare war on them, assert hegemony. I'll call in all my allies. I have a lot of allies. So hopefully we'll be able to beat them. They are allied with the Russians. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of that, but it shouldn't be that bad. It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. The Polish took advantage of this time to declare war on this guy in my spear over here, which isn't cool. They want Poznan. So I'm going to have to beat the Polish, turn the arms around, beat the Austrians, and the Austrians are allied with the Russians, so then I'll have to go beat the Russians. This is going to be very difficult. I did not expect it to be this hard. All right, that right there is VP Day, victory in Poland. Now we have to do victory in Russia and victory in Austria, and then, things will improve. But I gotta peace out with the Russians. They are never gonna accept this. All right, it is VA Day. We can get Austria to admit hegemony, which should at least lessen the effects of the war. I'm not sure why Russia is still fighting, but we have all of this stuff. I just gotta clean up a couple little things like this that for some reason aren't in my spear. And at that point, I will be able to form Germany. The Russians will white peace with me. That is all I want. I really can't fight them right now. And that, I'm at peace. Awesome. Oh, America, what the heck? Why does it look like that, America? Of all the things you could have done. Actually, when I defeated Austria, I got alliances with all of their spear members within my country, so I should be able to declare war on and beat the French here. I'm going to declare war of unification. Let's go. Well, France didn't join. Nice job, buddy. You're just going to let me form Germany without a fight? I actually think that it's going to make me go to war with France, because these territories in Alsace are North German culture. So, oh well, you should have given them back to me, France, but no. Now I have to go to war for them, you stinker. I never thought vassal spam was an actual tactic in Victoria 2, but now that I've tried it, oh man, it's actually very helpful. This is quite crushing against the French, I think. Oof, that's quite the bad experience for the French. I took Alsace, I took Lorraine, and I took the Suez Canal, which is just the ultimate flex. I can get iron and precious metals out of Metz, and I can rename Lorraine. But for some reason, I can't click this button. Why not? Well, the problem is, right above Bohemia, there's this little tiny piece of territory called Moravia. And this is in the Austrian spear, and it is ruining my day. So, I'm going to try and spear it, but I'll also do War of Unification if I have to. Okay, we can add Moravia to our spear. Hopefully that's the last thing. Yes, that's the last thing. Now we can do this wonderful event that makes it so we form the North German Confederation. Isn't that beautiful? All we need to do to get the rest of Germany is just to spear Nuremberg and Ulm. And also, what the heck is this? Hohenzollern-Smargen. Excuse me, that sounded horrible, and I did not mean to mispronounce it that badly. Oh joy, I'm at war with the Austrians over Moravia. Of all the silly things that could have happened, this one is pretty silly, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, after I annex this last country, I should be able to form Big Germany. And yes, that's true, I can do 3 hurrahs for Germany, create Big Germany, which, yeah, that's a pretty big Germany. I will say, this was a lot of fun. It's really cool to start as such a tiny nation of just these little couple 3 or 4 provinces up here in Hanover and turn into this monstrosity. It was great. I just about got arthritis in my fingers though because of the amount of times I had to click and micro stuff. It's seriously totally painful to do this, and it took me 4 hours. So smash the like button. Also, just a general difficulty rating, I'd say it was easier than the Bavaria run I did, but it was harder than it is to form Germany as Prussia. So if you're looking for a little bit of a challenge that's not that challenging and just takes a while, this is a lot of fun and I highly recommend it. Now, on to the main event, attacking our former overlord, England. Justify war. Let's take the capital. So upon conducting some very sneaky reconnaissance, it turns out the British in fact do have a large navy that will mess us up if we try that. So we're not going to go to war with the British. No, I've picked out another target. Is it Poland? Yes. Yes, it is Poland. How did you guess? The longer I play this game, the more disgusting the borders get. I mean, this is honestly unacceptable. That's like the Polish corridor, but like the Dutch and Flanders corridor. Gross. You know, I kind of forgot how strong Germany is. Without infamy, you just snowball and snowball and snowball. And we've forgotten our Hannover pasts, and we are just Germany now. And oh man, we're going crazy. I'm going crazy. Why is my king Wilhelm the First if I formed this nation from Hanover and not Prussia? Because wasn't he a Prussian king? I don't know. Victoria 2, the continuity here is strained. So this event says that King Frederick III was crowned in 1888 as the King of Prussia. It says he wore the crown for 99 days before dying. But it is currently February 3rd, so there's no way he could have worn the crown for 99 days in February. I get it, Victoria 2. Math is hard, but you're a computer. You should be able to do that math, man. Which artisans make fuel? You go to the artisan gas station or you get handmade fuel? What kind of a world is this? There are many poor South German people that are currently living under the tyranny of the Austrian Empire, so we must get them out. There's a certain point in this game where you get so big that you can do anything you want. acquire Sudetenland and Bohemia. That's disgusting that I didn't get these tiny 2 pieces of territory. It is now time for the admittedly much larger people of Hanover to take out the English. This is repayment for the years that they spent subjugating us with their silly monarchy rules. This is our turn to get back at them for what they did. You know, invading Britain never gets old. Like, it's kind of crazy that you can stack wipe 900,000 people at one battle and then the British still don't surrender. Like, seriously, you think now that they're down to 65 brigades from the 300 odd ones they had at the beginning of the war, they'd give up. They don't give up. They never give up, and they leave it to the Swedish and Norwegians and Danish to invade my country. Come on, Britain, that's weak. Hanover, well, aided by, the rest of Germany and gas attack, we finally defeated our evil overlord, Britain, and we get their capital, which, that's a little bit cursed, but I don't mind. You'd think that the Austrians would see my great victories and want to unite with Hanover, but no, they don't. So, we're just gonna have to go after them ourselves. I'm not scared of the Russians enough to have them not allow me to annex Austria, so I'm gonna declare war on Austria. If the Russians want to join, I'll beat them. They haven't joined yet. Maybe the Russians don't want me to beat them. I thought I would have to go take the fight to the Spanish, because they, for some reason, are the war leader in this war, but the game has created the Treaty of Vienna, which should just allow me to peace out with the Austrians without having to defeat the Spanish. We are so far behind on oil production, it's not even funny. Like, seriously, how can you make oil as a European country in this game? It's so difficult. Victoria 3 is coming, and one feature I want in Victoria 3 is more fleshed out airplanes. Because right now I feel like airplanes, they just replace your cavalry. They don't do that much. They don't really help out your armies as much as you'd think they would. So I think that they should have more of a role in Victoria 3. And I think they could play in really well to like a thing you could invest in to help your armies win, because you won't actively be controlling your armies. I look forward to seeing what they do with that. Comment down below the feature that you're looking forward to most in Victoria 3, and hopefully the devs will hear it and add it, but I don't think that'll actually happen. I'm not that big of a channel. Poor France. Poor France. I really had to do them like that. The infamy reduction here is so good, I'm going to violate Swiss neutrality. The Swiss did feel violated, and the Italians also felt violated, and now I'm fighting both of them. This was not the intention. I like how the Italians are getting sieged down just a little bit. Yeah, I did kill most of their troops, but they're willing to give up Switzerland. Why does Italy get to decide who lives or who dies? Who made them the person who gets to choose? There is a crisis brewing, and the crisis, it looks like it's going to be me and the Celtic Union, which somehow formed, against the English and the Russians and the French. This looks bad, to be completely honest, but I've been mobilizing. I should be able to win, hopefully. My main worry is the Russians are going to rush me, and then they're going to rack up my war exhaustion. I'm a little nervous about that. Yeah, that's the Great War right there. It's looking like me and the Celtic Union are going to have to stand alone against, I guess it's kind of like the Entente. Hopefully we win. I can't make any promises. We might lose. Okay, so my goal here, defeat the British, turn around, defeat the French, turn around again, defeat the Russians. Will we do it? Probably not, because the Russians have so many people that are going to invade these upper Balkans. But I'm actually a little bit nervous. This is a tough war. So I managed to ally the Italians and call them into the Great War, which is awesome because that should help alleviate whatever the heck is happening here on the Russian front. I don't even want to look over there. France and England are going well. Russia, bad. So we defeated the British. That is pretty clear to me. The Celtic Union actually put in the work and the hours. We are pretty close to defeating the French. They have this and a lot of military tech left, so that'll be difficult to deal with. The Russians. Oh boy, the Russians. I don't know if you can see this, but we're winning most of the battles. It's just a question of they have a ton of brigades. And I mean, I've got a fair amount of brigades, but even I'm a little bit nervous about what the Russians can do because the war exhaustion is ticking up slowly. We have beaten the Russians so bad that they have become the Russian Federative Republic. I guess that maybe since it's 1924 when this war ends, they might do the communist thing, and that will be funny. They actually have it in the game. Send Lenin. Yes, please. Lenin has arrived, and oh man, I did that. I did that with the click of a button. How cool. And they put down the communists. I actually cannot believe this. That is so unexpected. Okay, I actually didn't want to peace out with the Russians. I still need to be at war with them because I need this Slovakian states from them because they're not keeping these. So we're going back to war with the Russians. Deja vu? Yes, that's exactly what I'm feeling. Took a very long time for the Germans to get to Moscow, but we finally did, and now we can take Slovakia. They should have never had Slovakia in the first place. That's like a cursed side effect of the Shattered World mod, but looking much better now. Great War finally ended. I don't remember what oh yeah, I requested parts of England. That's disgusting. Yeah, but we did win the Great War. We will celebrate by annexing Liechtenstein. Yay! Alright, it's 1936. That means that's it for the Shattered Hanover video. I really hope you enjoyed. This mod is a lot of fun, although at the end of the game, it kind of turns into like, I don't know, a Hoi 4 scenario where you just conquer ridiculous amounts of land with no consequences because there is no infamy. Now, I'm going to use the remainder of this video to talk about how we've hit 4,000 subscribers. And that means that you guys get to pick one releasable nation for me to add to the list of Victoria 2 A to Z nations. And that can be anything, really. You've seen a lot of releasable nations today. If you just look around the map at the beginning of the video, you can see a bunch that you can potentially pick. Please don't pick Ukraine. If you guys pick Ukraine, I guess I'll do it, but there are people dying there right now, and I'd really rather not. Like, it wouldn't be a humorous video because I couldn't make jokes about that. So, stay away from that part of the world, please. Otherwise, anything else is fair game. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for helping me hit 4K. I really appreciate it. The way I'll be handling this is, I'd like you to leave a comment with the nation that you'd like to see me play. So write, I'd like to see, and then, you know, your nation. We could do like Canada, Australia, New Africa if you guys want, anything. And just type that in the comment section. The one with the most likes, 1 week approximately from the release of this video, will be the one that I'll pick, and then we'll play that. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all the support the channel's been getting recently. I'm really glad for all of your support. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.